Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do the bookish tag created by Sonia. It's Sonny the Book Lover, and I'm gonna link her channel in the down bar. And I was tagged by Renee. Thank you, Renee, for tagging me. Okay, let's get to the questions. Number one is favorite genre, and for me it's paranormal, mostly. All kinds of paranormal. Yeah. Must have books in my library: Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Anne Rice books, and the Sookie Stackhouse books. I cannot be without them ever. Most expensive book in my bookshelf, I have to say it's my Narnia collection. I think it was like $60 or something. Yeah, I think it's the most expensive book that I have. What book do you covet the most? Really crazy to get my hands on the next Sookie Stackhouse book, which is Dead Reckoning, and I already ordered it, but it didn't get here yet. So yeah, it's that book and the sequel to Nevermore and the sequel to Jessica's Guide on Dating on the Dark Side, which is going to be called Jessica Rules the Dark Side. And yeah, these are the books that I'm most wanting, but they're all pre-ordered already. So yeah, these are the books that I'm wanting more. Favorite authors, and you can name three. That's Susanna Clark and Charlene Harris and J.K. Rowling. How much do you spend on books in general? I try not to go above $70 because that's kind of too much for one purchase. But when I am on my book crazy buying moments, I don't usually buy all at once. Sometimes I buy 2 books today and then 2 books tomorrow and then 5 books the next day. So it's hard to say because I divide the purchases, but yeah, so I don't know. But in one purchase, I try not to go above 70 because that's a lot. Favorite bookstores? Online is the Book Depository because they don't have any shipping rate, so it's great. And the local bookstore that I really enjoy is Livraria Cultura, which is a very good bookstore here. What do you think of the current YA trend? Well, independently of the subject of these YA books, I really don't like books that are similar. So these lookalikes really annoy me, and I have the feeling like I already read that before. And so I'm very, I don't know, annoyed with the mythology trend because they're all I don't know, kind of the story of Hades. Why is everything on Hades? That kind of is upsetting me because I don't know which one to read. I feel like they're all going to be the same, so I don't like that. And there's also this group of books that were coming out and that totally reminded me of other books. Like I read this one called The Eternal Ones, and I didn't like it much. But anyway, the idea of the story was cool. But then I heard about these other books, and when I read the synopsis, they sounded exactly like it, like timeless and The Named. What else? There's this Fallen book. They're all look-alike, so I don't want to read all of them if I read one of them and I think they're all gonna be the same. So that's what I don't like. So it's okay to read a ton of vampire books like I do if they're different because they're original and they don't remind me of another book. So I think that the YA industry should separate in time a little bit better. Like, why don't they release a book that's kind of retelling of Hades and Persephone this year, and then in a couple of years they release another? Why do they have to release them all together, because then we won't want to read them. I don't want to read them all. I think I'm gonna read Mac Habits and that's it. But yeah, that really upset me that books are so similar. Series you wish had more books? Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I've been waiting for a sequel forever, and there's no sequel. So I really want some more books in that. His Dark Materials. Philip Pullman wrote Lyra's Oxford and Once Upon a Time in the North. But come on, look at the size of these books. Where is it? Look at this. You think this is enough of a sequel? I want a real book. I want a big book with a sequel to What Happened to Lyra and Will. Okay, this book is very cool because it has an awesome map. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I want a real book. So yeah, his Dark Materials could totally have more books. And Harry Potter. Yes, I would totally want more Harry Potter books. It doesn't have to include Harry just in the world of Harry Potter. Maybe. I'm loving what Rochelle Mead is doing. She finished the Vampire Academy series, but she's starting off a new series based on the world with new characters, kind of. So I think Joanne could totally do that with Harry and more characters, maybe the kids. I totally could use more Harry Potter books, really. Books you will always have in your library. The Sookie Stackhouse books are books that I always want to read again. So sometimes I really feel like reading a specific scene in the series and I go to the books and I pick them up and I reread the scene. So I can never be without them because it's really terrible. Books currently in your bag. I've been carrying Last Sacrifice by Rochelle Mead. I'm halfway through, but I haven't been carrying it in my purse because it's kind of big, so I've been carrying it in my computer backpack. But yeah, I've been carrying it around because I want to finish it soon. Most prized book in your collection? There are two books in my bookshelf. There is one by Terry Pratchett, The Color of Magic, and Stardust by Neil Gaiman. These are the Brazilian editions of these books, and they're kind of rare to find here. So people that want to get them have to go to used bookstores because they cannot be found anymore. So if I lost one of my books, any of them, I could replace them, but not these two because they kind of don't exist anymore in Portuguese. So yeah, I really have a special care for them. Okay, types of non-fiction books on your shelf. I have my textbooks and I also have some cookbooks. I like cooking, and I have some Jamie Oliver books and a ton of books on cooking. And I also have books about Harry Potter and books about the Lord of the Rings, about the series and about the myths and everything. And I think they're non-fiction. You can say they're non-fiction. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that was the tag. Very cool questions, very cool. So thank you, Sonia, for making up this tag. It was very cool, very fun. And thank you, Renee, for tagging me again. I'm gonna see who hasn't been tagged so I can tag you in the bar. And if I have not tagged you, but you want to do it, go on. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later.